Yeah, this is so fantastic. This is that Power Rangers game, Battle for the Grid or Battle whatever it is. I think it's Battle, no, Battle for the Grid. Battle for the Grid is the name. But anyway, I didn't want to pay like a bunch of money for the DLC and stuff, so I just paid like $1 to get the White Ranger, $5 for Zed and Rita Repulsa. But I wanted to try them out, and it's just like a lot of people love Street Fighter. I didn't really care for Street Fighter. I like the characters and stuff, but it was hard for me because I don't want to have to press the directional pad up to the right, down to the right, and then hit two buttons together to do special moves all in one motion. So it was always tough for me. Mortal Kombat, absolutely love it. This game here is like a simplified Mortal Kombat, but it's so fun. So like depending on your character, so like check it out. You got freaking the White Ranger here. Okay, but you could run up. Everybody's got a basic attack. Square, triangle is your kick. So you got your light attack is square, triangle is your medium attack, and circle is your heavy attack. So you can see the stun time up there. It kind of stuns them if you keep going at them. Now X is your special attack. Simple. All you gotta do is press X, and he'll throw a lot more. If you press back and X, he does that, and forward and X, he does a front kick. And now, the cool thing about it is you can combo off any of those. So you can press triangle, triangle, and he just does this kick. That's the end of that combo. However, if you press square, 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 circle, circle, you can combo off anything. Square, square, triangle, triangle. If I can do it. He's going to end it with that triangle, triangle kick, right? So as long as you don't end it with triangle, triangle, you can essentially keep it going. So now,
zero in on my coordinates.
R2, sword! Just from pressing R2, you can configure the buttons however you guys want to, but just from pressing R2, if you have your super meter, R2 uses 2 of your super bars.
Zero
so
in on my coordinates.
Down there, it used 2 of my super bars. And that's your, and then you know, can do whatever from that. Now, L2. Only takes 1 bar of super, and that is your EX move. That is your special move. So you can square, square, L2, combo it all. You can tap circle over and over. Just watch this, just by tapping circle and doing his heavy attack. Does that right there. Tap circle 3 times, and you will get that. So when you tap circle the 3rd time, he's ending it with that last little lunge, right? So see how I'm doing it twice? Now I'm doing it twice. He's not ended his combo yet. So what I can do here is I can press square, square, circle, circle, L2. Do a full combo chain. Bam. Look at that. 8 hit combo. Just by pressing square, square, circle, circle, L2. It is so awesome, dude. So awesome. So that's so simple. It's so simple to be able to do that. Instead of having to do a bunch of ridiculous button inputs to do combos, you can just combo off with a bunch of stuff. Now, his specials, just by pressing X. Forward and X does a lunge, okay? Back and X does that move, and X does a little lot ball. Now, if I go to his move list right here, this is just specifically for Tommy, okay? Everybody has a special. This right here, those are his different special moves, okay? Now, see how it says Dragon Dive X while airborne is part of his special? So if I jump, he can do that airborne dive, dude. So now check this out. If I press square, square, circle, circle, so before I even combo, I can press forward and X, and he does that move, right? So that's his forward and X. That's a special move. So if I go to move list, forward and X is called the Dragon Drop. Okay? If I hold X, he does a drill and pops them up. But I'm going to keep it simple for now. Don't even worry about holding X. Just press forward and X. Okay, well now when he does that, he bounces off of him and he's in the air. Well, that one move plainly says Dragon Dive, X while airborne. So you can combo that off. Forward X, X, while in the air. Only Tommy's going to be able to do that. Other characters have different special moves, different combo types. That's so fucking cool. So cool, dude. So, I can come over here and put all that shit together. And that's just so cool to me. So, square, square, triangle, circle, 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 forward X, X. 7-hit combo right there. 7-hit combo. And now what's really cool is that people start expecting it. So you could come over here, and whenever you do the forward and X, you could land and then throw a light ball at them. That's cool, dude. That's so cool. So all you gotta do is just press X and you'll throw the light ball. So I come over here, land, throw the light ball. Now it's not a combo, but it still throws people off because they're expecting you to be in the air and do this dragon dive at the end. So, land, and then if they jump, boom, you can jump and do your dragon dive. So if they try to jump over that light ball, you can go ahead and jump. You can do that. Like you essentially, this would be good for anybody who can even button mash stuff over and over, and you would still be able to pull off good combos, like Tekken, essentially. But what's really cool about it, like I could add this little super, or this EX move, just by pressing L2, that's a 5-hit combo. Just by pressing L2, that's a 5-hit combo. Now, you can add that to the end of that move, so I just did a 10-hit combo that was easier than any fighting game you've ever played. Now, it's a Power Rangers game, so they're gonna make it easy, but it's fun. It's fucking fun, bro. It's so fun. That's 1,000 times more fun than any other fighting game, and Mortal Kombat's my favorite fighting game. But that's just so dope, man. They keep it simple, and it's so awesome. So, square, square, triangle, circle, circle, end it with that combo. They didn't really do it right there, but there we go. Boom. 10-hit combo. Literally, just by pressing square, 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 and then triangle, which does that kick, circle, circle, does that. And then you just end it with L2 and he does the special right there. So there's so many different ways you can combo stuff off. Yeah, you can't beat that, dude. And then if you can't do all that some way, somehow, if you're not able to do that, then you can just press square over and over. That right there is just by pressing square 3 times. This right here is just by pressing circle 3 times. So this right here is by pressing triangle twice. So as long as you're not ending it with that second triangle or that last circle, then you can keep comboing stuff off. So that was square 3 times. So as long as you don't hit your third time square, then you can hit square, square, triangle, circle, circle, circle. Literally. And like I said, just don't hit circle that third time, and then you can just end it with that right there. Or you could even end it with R2, as long as you've got 2 bars of special, then you can do your Zord finish. So you could
zero in on my coordinates.
Dude, I mean, how awesome is that, dude? How awesome is that?